voice.
Gold.
I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. We're gonna drink a fine whiskey and smoke a really fine cigar.
It is time for happy hour. It is the Man Cave Happy Hour. Whiskey, cigars, spirits, shenanigans, and the stories that go along with it. I'm Jamie Flanagan.
Yes, you are. And this gentleman sitting right here next to me across the table is Wayne Smith.
How you doing, Wayne? Welcome back, Wayne. I haven't seen you in a minute.
Thank you very much.
All right.
We also got a peanut gallery over there behind the bar.
We'll get to that, man.
All right.
Okay. All right. You guys are secondary to the box of that.
We did an unboxing. I know. We had a big box of that we opened up last week, and we had that video out there. Some amazing bottles from Keeper's Heart, and we're going to be talking to Kate Douglass in just a second about these amazing.
Does she know what she's getting into?
No.
Okay.
She has an idea based on the pre-show.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but we opened up the annex today.
We did,
and
we did.
So when
you don't lock the door, when the door stays open later than usual, people kind of wander in.
So, but Wayne usually joins us on the line. And Wayne's, we're glad you're here live and in person. He's usually chiming in and saying cool stuff.
Yeah.
And so every once in a while he pops in. I love the shirt. That's pretty fabulous.
This is, I thought I would be professional and wear one of my more sedate. Well, you were just in Hawaii. You were last week? Yeah.
And you brought us presents. You brought us some Pog, what was it?
It's a passion orange guava.
Yeah. So there's like some fresh passion orange guava. It'll be in the fridge. That we have a fridge in here now.
Yes.
And we'll be able to drink that and have a nice cocktail with that. So, but we have a peanut gallery. We have the annex.
We do have a peanut gallery.
We have the annex open over here with
Waldorf and Statler. Yes.
Our regular visitor, Dr. David Wright.
Yes, sir.
Hey. And Mike is here too.
And then Mike Davis.
Yeah.
Not his first time in the studio. Mike's joined us for
and Dr. Mike Davis.
The Reverend Dr. Michael Davis III, Esquire.
Michael Davis. Guys, is that cool over there? You guys all right?
Oh, we're all good.
You got those headphones? You can hear a little bit?
You can hear a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play. All right.
We're not hearing the headphones in our mic, in the mic in our headphones, and that's a good thing.
That's
so it's working out.
That's a good thing. So we had was it last week or the week before? But Barry Mulso was here.
Yes.
And Barry just got a shout out on the Today Show.
Good Morning America.
Good Morning America.
Yes. Right, screwed that up already.
Yeah, we just watched the clip literally 7 seconds ago.
Good. I'm a goldfish. 5 seconds.
Brought up on charges.
Good Morning America.
Oh, you didn't see this, Mike?
No.
So Jamie Dang, the Jeopardy champion, was one of his students.
Yeah.
30.
That's right. He taught him.
30.
And he was talking on. They said, you have a story about watching George Stephanopoulos or something. He goes, oh yeah, well my AV government teacher Barry Mulso told me to watch George in the morning.
He taught me all this so I could be here.
Yeah, and he gave him credit.
Barry, get a cut. Get a cut, Barry.
It's on even Hamtramck City put the clip up and said we're proud of our elections guy, Barry Mulso. And
so Barry is a teacher and
was a teacher.
He was retired. So he was here on the Man Cave. I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
So I pretty much won Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
So it's
Kevin
at
Bacon's in
6 degrees of I just won Jeopardy.
6 degrees of Barry Mulso.
That's it. That's
just
I
one
don't
step,
know.
man.
So, but that was a very sweet story. And to
wonderful.
as a teacher to get a acknowledgement like that, I get kids that come back or send me. I'll get like a letter in the mail, and it's like
I'm in jail.
How the hell do you know
bailed me out,
Mr. Flanagan? I always loved you. Signed Ed.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's
great, and I almost cried when I'm just thinking about how it must make him feel.
Yeah,
maybe.
And Barry's such good people. He's such he's a mensch. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
So
indeed he is.
Yes.
Proud of you, Barry.
Yeah. So that was fun. We were watching that earlier. So it's at 6 degrees of separation thing.
Indeed. He's a frequent guest here. So contributor.
Do we have that's the pregame business, right? We had those guys are here. Wayne's here.
Bullshit out of the way.
Yeah, like, subscribe, leave a comment.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Tell a friend.
Yeah.
and like it. There you go. That's what we needed to do. And son of a gun, if I didn't forget our sponsor.
Who was it?
Today, really, we're being brought to you by Keeper's Heart.
Yes, we are.
We are
Absolutely.
in the biggest, baddest of 4/5 way, and not incomplete 4/5. They're literally 4/5.
4/5. They came in a box of that.
That box.
So
just
that's
kept
not
giving bottles.
It sounds incomplete with 4/5, but it's very complete.
It'll get you all the way there.
Yeah, it is. We will probably get all the way there.
It's an improper fraction, but we're good.
Right. So, wearingfunny.com is our sponsor. So, fun rock and roll t-shirts. You can get your Man Cave t-shirts there. Some fun, funny, and of course your My Irish Radio t-shirts.
Stop, Flanagan, you fuck! You always gotta talk about your Irish radio.
That's it. That's myirishradio.com. 24/7 Celtic
August has
Irish
a hat. He brought the hat
music.
today.
He does. He puts the hat on.
I know.
Very surly.
He missed the hat last week.
It always scares me when we have an Irish whiskey on and
So I'm going to keep the hat on.
you break into that. I should get mine out of the other room. All right. So, with all that being said, in 20 minutes into the show, let's welcome our guest, Kate Douglass.
Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate.
O'Shaughnessy Distillery. Yes?
I can't hear y'all. Just a heads up.
Oh, no. Who unplugged what?
You can't hear us.
Did you unplug something?
No, are you back? Can you hear us now?
Oh, no, we're muted.
No, you're muted. This one's
I'm muted.
We were just talking a minute ago. What'd you do, Jamie?
No.
How'd you do?
Hi.
Hello? Anything?
No.
We're good.
Are we back?
Yes.
Oh, we got her.
Was there anything over there?
What happened?
Visible
No.
O'Shaughnessy.
All right. I think it was just a lag.
It was the ghost in the machine. That's what it
All
was.
right. Let me do that one more time. And now you waited long enough. Kate Douglass.
Hi, Kate.
Hey, Kate.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, it's O'Shaughnessy Distillery there. What city and state are you guys in?
We're in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
All right. So the O'Shaughnessy Distillery, and they are doing the Keeper's Heart and other stuff that I'm sure you'll tell us about. But that's all good and well, Kate. Before we get all that, tell me,
very important that you answer this question before we let you proceed on the Man Cave Happy Hour.
Tell me about your childhood.
Tell you about my childhood. Oh, wow. Well, I grew up in the Southwest. I am from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, so you got to love that Minneapolis weather.
Yeah.
It's really just the humidity that I can't stand.
Well, that's
the
not
snow
the
is
answer I
fine.
expected, but okay.
All right. All right.
I know. The snow is fine. I mean, I grew up in the mountains just outside of Albuquerque. So like the first time I ever drove on a highway, it was on a snowmobile driving to my mom's vet clinic to take care of the animals because no one else could get there.
Okay.
That's rock and roll right there.
Yeah.
That's,
New Mexico snowmobiles.
see.
Yes, we sure do. We sure do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's not the world's #1 Polaris dealership, though.
Oh no. Most of the time you like drive up to Colorado to buy your
Yeah.
snowmobile and then bring it back down. But yeah, and then I let's see, always liked food and flavor, loved to bake. I used to bake cookies for the high school basketball team when they got done with their games.
Nice.
That's one way to
And
get
then
flirty, you know.
yeah. Hey,
Right
you gotta
on.
work
So-
with you gotta be creative, okay?
What
get it.
brought
I get
you?
it.
What brought you into the world of spirits and the world of distilling?
I mean, really, it was that flavor aspect, loving to cook, loving to bake. And then I went to Colorado State in Fort Collins, and I thought I was going to go into chemistry. That's what I, started as. And then
When I was in college and I started drinking.
And this stuff tasted like shit, and I said I could do better.
I could do better.
Right.
All right. So I love so many distillers I love that they're mad scientists. I love that. they
Yeah.
have
So are our brewer friends.
heavy distilling degrees. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. So you were there and you thought you were going to be a chemist?
Yeah, started in chemistry. Didn't have enough of that food flavor aspect that I wanted. So I changed majors. I studied abroad, and when I came back, actually changed again because they said that they had opened up the fermentation science and technology program.
Oh.
And I looked at the course list, and there was food chemistry, fermentation microbiology, food safety, fermented foods, which you literally just made fermented foods. It was great.
Right.
a hands-on brewing class, a beer sensory and quality control class, another brewing class. And so it was combining my love for science and how nerdy I can get with my love of flavor.
I love mad scientists. I love me a mad scientist. That's that is fantastic. So O'Shaughnessy's, what was your path to O'Shaughnessy's Distillery?
Yeah, so after graduation, I started at Old Elk Distillery.
Yeah, Greg Metz, right? That's
yes,
he's
Greg
OG.
Metz. He is OG. I know. I've got some of our bottles. I've got an empty bottle of his Met Select from when he was still at MGP.
Yeah.
And worked there. Wanted to see. I mean, ultimately, I was building some recipes, sending them to Greg while he was still at MGP. And then the back end, it was a lot of blending his products, which is great. Blending is a fantastic art form that I absolutely love to do. But I also wanted to see production on a larger scale. And one of my buddies had moved out. He and I worked together at Old Elk, and he moved to Minnesota to follow a girl back to the Midwest.
So someone else's love brought you to Minneapolis?
Oh.
Yeah. Someone else's love brought me to Minneapolis. And he kept sending me he got the job at O'Shaughnessy, and he kept sending me pictures of the 3 beautiful Forsyth stills coming in, this gorgeous Vendome copper column coming in. And it was
just got to you. Watch the build out.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah, distillers get turned on to that stuff. I get it.
It's like that.
We got turned on. We were at a distillery a couple weeks ago, and we're just staring at the equipment with at Chubb. We're like, what is this? We don't even know what it did. We're not even in the business. We're like, this is awesome.
The sky
it's
opens up. You hear monk chants going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just imagine the chartreuse flowing through the pipes. But anyway.
Oh man, I love chartreuse.
It's I'm a huge fan. We talk about it here all the time.
We did a chartreuse cocktail last week.
Yeah, we did.
Nice.
Yeah, sure did.
Nice.
But all right, so now you're there, right? You're at O'Shaughnessy's Distillery, making Keeper's Heart American pot stilled whiskey and blends with the Irish whiskeys. Kate, so what is your role there as a distiller? What are you doing on a day-to-day at O'Shaughnessy's?
Well, the joys of being at a small craft distillery is you do a little bit of everything.
Sure.
So today I was talking to a partner about doing some canned RTDs. I run most
ready to drink.
RTDs. Okay.
Not
I'm still
RTDs.
trying to figure it out.
But so I was doing that today. Sometimes it's unloading barrels, sometimes it's packaging, sometimes you're mashing, fermenting, distilling, blending. So every day looks a little bit different, which is honestly really nice. You don't have so much monotony.
All right, so talking about the Keeper's Heart, and you said you have some ready to drinks as well. Is Keeper's Heart the Keeper's Heart? Is that the mainstay, or are there how many what's in the catalog there at O'Shaughnessy's?
So at the distillery we have a gin and a vodka. It is just sourced because that's not kind of what we wanted to focus on, but it is under a different name. So I think
people drink it and they pay money to drink it, so you got to do something.
Yeah, it's Tower Hill vodka, Garden Gate gin, but the whiskeys are all Keeper's Heart brand.
Okay.
I think the owners sometimes regret not naming it Keeper's Heart Distillery and choosing that house of brands over a branded house. But either way, we're here.
Keeper's Heart's a killer name.
Distilling company, home of Keeper's Heart.
Yeah,
it is a great name.
Would be a killer name for a distiller. But yeah, there's still time.
Right. All right, let's get into these bourbons and these whiskeys. So, because there's a blend, some of these are blended with Irish whiskey, and to be called an Irish whiskey and to say it's Irish whiskey on a label, it has to come from Ireland. Am I correct?
It does. Yes.
Okay. Fair play. So there is some.
Well, is this the E versus the no E shit on whiskey?
What's the E versus the no E?
Typically,
no
E.
Not again.
Why? Why?
No E is typically like Scotch and Japanese.
Okay.
Scotch and Japanese. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
EY is typically American.
Yeah, Japanese with no E. Okay. All right. So which of these are we supposed to try?
So before you answer,
I'll shut up over here.
Before you answer that question, there was Jamie and August were going back and forth. I think Jamie's like, we're gonna do this one first, this one's third, and this one fourth. And then August is like, no, I think we're gonna do it this way. So you are the deciding factor, Kate, as to where we're gonna start and where we're gonna finish.
Yeah,
because I know where I want to start, but it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
What do you want to start with the cast strength?
Of course.
I knew it.
Let's blow it out from the get-go.
We will not start with the cast strength.
Yes.
Because it is the highest proof. I'm sorry. It's my favorite out of the 4.
All right.
But yeah. So typically I will start low proof to high proof. We just released our first self-distilled, so part of me just wants to start there. It is at 92 proof, but it would be our self-distilled and then go into the blends.
Well, I need you to make a
So-
decision so I can win this bet.
That's the American pot still, yes?
Yes.
The American pot still.
That's what we're
talking. Jamie wins. I lose.
So,
that's it.
Tammy, give me a bell.
I'm done.
All right. So, Kate, so pot still. So you have column still and you have pot still.
Yes.
Column still, generally speaking, what is the advantage or difference between the when you decide to go pot still? What's the advantage? Why?
So really, you're going because you want a creamier, silkier texture of the whiskey. Ultimately, the shape of the still is going to make such a big impact on your final flavor, and that's because of the science of how things are distilled and the molecules vaporizing and hitting the outside of the still and getting cold and coming back down. Right? I could get very nerdy with that.
Yeah, we're all nerds, so you can nerd away all you want.
I watched
Okay.
Yeah. We gotta get the sound. Hang on one second. Hang on.
Hey,
That's a good one. That's
I
a
love
good
the
one.
fresh crack.
I've mastered the microphone pop.
Yes.
I love it. Column still, it's going to be way more efficient. You're going to get a different texture. You'll get similar flavors kind of initially, but it's almost like a cleaner spirit. So not as many oils come over in distillation. So you don't get quite as much going on in the barrel in terms of texture. With a pot, I heard it described once about kind of similar to like when you want to get a drink at, let's say, a Lions game. When is the best time to grab a beer and a hot dog at a Lions game?
Between the second and fourth quarter.
How hard is it for you to say that instead of Vikings game?
Yeah, that was tough.
Right?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Oh.
I see it.
I'm a Miami Dolphins fan, so
Okay, Albuquerque to Minneapolis to Miami.
Yeah.
So really it's
He's gone.
he's gone. He gone. Really, so it's always a good time to get a drink at a Dolphins game.
Yeah,
It's
it's
never
Yeah,
miss
right,
anything.
lately, yes.
What's your opinion on dropping a cube in this? Is that like a total plead move, or will that open this up a little bit?
You can drink it however you want to. If you prefer to have a cube,
That's the
go
standard
for it.
answer we get from distillers. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
But my understanding with the pot still is that you mentioned that the column still is a cleaner distillate, and so that leaves the pot still with more, actually leave more of the flavors from the original mash in it than you do in the column still.
Yeah.
And I think that adds to the complexity. And it's a more tedious process because you got to clean the pot every time.
Right.
Well, we have 3 separate pots, which is great.
Right.
But so, a pot still is like if you go to grab a beer and a drink during like the first quarter.
Okay.
Most everyone is going to be watching the game. You'll have plenty of time. You can go to the bathroom. You can go in one line. They might have what you want. You can go back.
Get your kids.
You get everything that you want.
Yeah.
You can get everything you want. And that's because the shape of the still is nice and open, so it's easier to pass through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now with a column still, it's like going at halftime. Everyone is trying to, and it kind of goes like that. Everyone is trying to get a drink at the same time, pee at the same time, so it's harder to get actually where you're going. So not everything gets through.
Got it.
So that and the oils is the biggest part with pot stills because the texture changes so drastically with it.
Right.
And it's really beautiful with whiskey, honestly. And it's
this has got some.
This fucker's got some
Yeah,
legs.
I was gonna say it's just
On
hanging on to the side.
Yeah.
I'm curious what it's gonna do to my palate.
All right, so I didn't read the back of the bottle. I didn't do my homework. Tell me a little bit about the barrels on this, and why is this an American whiskey and not because there's a bourbon?
Virgin American oak.
Right. This is an American whiskey and not a bourbon. So why is this an American whiskey and not a bourbon?
Great question.
So that all has to do with mash bill.
Okay. Yeah.
So there is no corn in this.
Oh
whiskey.
wow, no corn in this.
Yeah.
All right. Because bourbon has to be 51%. So all right,
Bourbon
fair
has to
play.
be 51.
All right, so no corn in it. What's our? Do we know
No
what?
corn.
Can you tell us?
I can. I'm very transparent with stuff, so I will
It's also
answer
on the bottle.
almost every single question.
Like I said,
Readings
And
for squares.
there was like 4 bottles here to read. I was just like over.
I guess.
All right. I
So
also wanted Kate to tell us.
an Irish mash bill is like a classic Irish pot still whiskey. Is traditionally 50% malted barley, 50% unmalted barley. The reason they started using unmalted barley was because of the malt tax back in I think the 1800s.
Right.
So they wanted to make their whiskey a little cheaper, so they used 50% unmalted.
Mud farmers tax and malt.
Yeah, right.
Probably the British.
It was the British.
Fucking English. Get them out of here.
So with the O'Shaughnessy's wanting to highlight their Irish and American heritage, they wanted to make an Irish American whiskey, which is what we did with the blends. But as soon as we started blending, we also started distilling. It's just that this takes time because young whiskey sucks.
Yes.
It's not good.
Yes.
We know.
And so, so this is 4 years old.
Okay.
We distilled it back in, we started distilling like August of 2021.
Okay.
And we did that classic 50% malted barley, 50% unmalted barley. We loudered it so that it was grain off in the stills and in fermentation, which was a royal pain in the ass.
How do you feel about it?
Yeah.
Right.
Let me tell you, once I start talking about rye, rye's a whole other.
Okay. Yeah.
I love it, but god damn, it sucks. It's just hard. But so we were making it truly in the Irish fashion, and Brian, our master distillers, the former master distiller of Jameson, Redbreast, Powers, the Spot Whiskeys, Middleton Very Rare.
Right on. Okay.
So we had a lot of knowledge coming over, right?
I'm going to tell you. So I know that you listen to the show all the time, so you probably already know what I'm going to tell you here. But I am a fan of the blends and the talent it takes to make the consistency of blended whiskeys. I mean, the same thing as I don't drink Budweiser, but goddamn, Budweiser tastes the same everywhere you are in the country, and it takes a master genius to get that done. I can't drink regular Jameson or Tullamore Dew anymore. It tastes like crap to me.
Okay.
A lot of that came when years ago Jameson released Jameson Gold Reserve, which was a blend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, this is a perfect bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
It's not a bourbon. It's not Crown Royal. It's just a great bottle of whiskey. So I've been looking for something like that ever since. Looking for a blended flavor that's not the bourbon complexity, just a good whiskey drinker. This reminded me of that.
This is the single. This is just the American.
Yeah, but
this is just the American still,
it wasn't crappy Jameson though.
Right. This is because
it has Irish in it. That's
the word,
the thing.
and there's a bottle of Redbreast kicking around here someplace.
But that's the cheat one. That's the one with the champagne barrels. That's a cheat code.
Yeah. But this is this is
this is nice
on par. This is in the family.
Yeah, and because of to make it that American pot still, it's also aged in new virgin oak barrels.
Okay.
We have a lot of laws here in the U.S. about how to make whiskey.
Do tell.
So to be called an American
really?
to be called an American pot still, it has to be like bourbon, the virgin oak barrels,
and made by real American alcoholics.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know.
That's my old Irish notch.
Check their blood alcohol at the port.
Technically, pot still is not a category in the U.S. So that's why the bottle says Oh no. So it says triple pot distilled American whiskey.
Oh, it's American whiskey. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's pot still is not a category. It's us and Talnua out of Colorado is making a pot still whiskey. So we're the only two that are like truly dedicated to pot still whiskey. But it was fascinating because in Ireland, Brian was always using used barrels.
Okay.
Right.
Because, and barrels are like a bag of tea. The first time you use that tea bag, you're going to get a rich, bold, dark extraction.
Sure.
Second time you use that tea bag, you'll get an essence of you'll pick up some nuances, but it won't ever be as dark. It won't ever give you that same.
Got to hit the bell because you said teabag twice. So
Criminy.
That's fair. I deserve that.
welcome to the man cave.
Yeah, I was waiting for. I was like trying to work a teabag joke in. So,
I was holding Bob. Don't do it yet.
I love it.
Get
But so
smaller yield than a column.
a little bit, yeah. I mean, ultimately, it's not as efficient, so you will get a smaller yield. But so Brian was so used to distilling everything to put into a used barrel. So when we first started our spirit runs, he was tasting everything, and he's like, "Perfect, great, let's cut it right there." And I took a proof of it, and I said, "No, we actually can't." He's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Well, the proof is at 168 proof, and here in the U.S.,
You can run some cars on 168 proof.
yeah, I was like, here in the United States, Brian, you actually have to distill to 160 proof or below to call it whiskey. Otherwise, it is considered a light whiskey,
it's
which
called
is very popular right now. So
light whiskey. Okay.
Yeah, so we distilled it down below 160 proof, so it is a true American whiskey.
Okay.
But it was kind of fun to have.
We can hear you guys in the peanut gallery over there.
Sorry
Talking
about
about
that.
gum disease and
Talking about gum
Yeah,
disease while we're all.
we switched glasses, so we were telling ourselves.
But it was kind of fun to be able to teach Brian something as he taught me. So
Yeah. All right. So the American pot still had some legs. It had some color. The flavor was nice. It was rich. I would call it rich.
Yes.
It was
good description.
It was rich. The color on the the next one we just cracked, the white label, is the Irish and American pot still blend.
Well, it's Irish.
So it's
whiskey
Irish
blended
plus
with
American.
rye whiskey.
yeah, so we
Read the bottle, Flanagan. Read the bottle.
I'm waiting.
This is your show, damn it! Read the fucking bottle.
So I'm
Sir.
curious. I'm curious what clips the AI is going to grab out of this
I
to
know.
turn into highlights. Right? He thinks that
Oh my
might be
God, I
one.
love it.
All right, fair play. So, Kate, now that we're done with our tirade here, tell me a little bit about the Irish and American rye, apparently whiskey blend.
Yeah, so right now does the Irish American new labels are getting to me like this week that say Irish plus American rye because
all right.
we have this conversation on a very regular basis and we're kind of over it.
Did you win this? Is this one of your wins?
Being able to put rye on there, yes.
Good
It
girl.
was.
Good girl. It
I
absolutely
was
is
like, this
important.
needs to change.
And because
Um,
it's important to August because
Well, I love rye.
he loves rye.
I'm a rye guy.
He loves rye.
I'm all
And
rye,
there-
all rye, all rye.
There's
See,
people.
I love rides also.
On either side of it, we both thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Yeah. So this is actually our first release. This is what Brian was asked to do before he came over
Okay.
in 2021. So
This one
the
should-
O'Shaughnessys started this whole venture in like 2019 at a family reunion, just drinking a ton.
Oh.
And then thinking, hey, wouldn't it be so cool if we had our own brand, had our own distillery for our family, for other families to come to and enjoy their time together.
Nice.
And
We had
two
that
of them the
conversation.
next
But we're
morning
missing
were
about
like-
$20 million.
Yeah.
half the family was just hung over the next morning, didn't want to talk
Yeah.
about it.
Right.
But part of the family really got behind it. And so
Nice.
Good.
once they
What did I say I was gonna buy?
What did I write that check for?
What was that?
How many zeros did I put?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. How many? What are you doing to me? All right,
but so Brian was still in Ireland at the time, and once he took the position, he accepted it on his 45th birthday, and told the team at Middleton that he was leaving on his birthday. Why? I have no idea.
They like to make a splash,
right. But then COVID hit, right? So he couldn't actually
heard
there. And so he was tasked with coming up with a blend so that we could release, pretty much when he got here in 2021.
So he had time.
And he had he had some time. This still took like 143 different renditions to actually get. And it is a blend of 3 different whiskeys. So it is an Irish grain whiskey, an Irish pot still whiskey, and an American rye whiskey.
All right, because it's the color is
light.
Is like an Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
Irish whiskey color for sure.
And then the nose is like an Irish whiskey, but there's something a little something.
I got some
more in the nose.
There's a fruit in there, and I'm trying to place the fruit.
I'm over here.
He's over there. Mike's over there.
Well, hello.
Hi, girl.
We have our gay whiskey guy here, so he called himself out.
I love it.
It's like the brown liquor too,
Some bourbon.
I love it. Well, I'm a gay whiskey girl, so we're here for it.
Thank you. Good night.
Try the veal.
Kate, can I have a request so I can send an apology letter? Just kind of Jimmy Kimmel that apology letter.
Right.
There we go. I'm sorry, or that was Fallon, right? Anyway, all right. Anyway, so all right. This is nice though. It's what is there a fruit that Matt's smelling in there? Kate, what do you think? What
I mean, so I get a little bit of like a light pear note.
I'm gonna put my nose all the way in.
You already did.
Yeah.
That honker of yours.
And
you're talking about his nose, right?
Yes.
Because it was a fruit, but it wasn't. It wasn't a berry. It wasn't a berry. It was a fruit, but it wasn't a berry. So I wasn't.
We already talked about berry.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a fruit, but it wasn't a berry. I'd buy pear.
It's like the skin of something, skin of pear, skin of
wow.
He's way to dial it in.
Yeah.
I like it.
Like he's zooming in on the
pear skin notes.
It's with a slight buzz from a fall pick.
Yeah. The leaves from my father's strawberry tree.
That's
muddled.
That's oddly precise.
On an April morning.
That is really, really precise.
So David Perkins is one of our liquid collaborators, and he, founded High West, sold it in 2017.
Right.
He gets Welch's white grape juice off of the Irish pot still that we use.
Okay. And I bet there's a bunch of skins in that.
So you could be getting some white grape notes too.
In the skins of the white grapes. Yep.
As a wine guy,
yes. It's all muddled in.
As a winemaker, I do recognize that smell now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
See.
No, I'm proud of you, dude. No one said, "What are you talking about?"
I meant smell.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, look, I made fun of it because I have to. It's my job on this show, but it was really impressive. Good job.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This is part of the shenanigans, but this is fun. Thank you.
I'm actually really enjoying this too.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
It's completely different from the other one.
The Irish. So listen, you said there were the 2 different Irish whiskeys.
Yep. So it's about 57% Irish.
Yeah.
So Irish pot still, Irish grain,
just like Jamie.
Irish grain whiskey is corn based, so it's going to add a lot of sweetness in there. It's column distilled, just super high proof, aged in ex-bourbon barrels. I get like lemon zest, honeysuckle off of that one.
Okay.
The Irish pot still is going to give it a lot of that mouthfeel, that texture, some of those white grape skins.
So who are you working with on the island? To get the Irish, because it's to be called an Irish whiskey, it's got to come from the island. So, who are you working with there on the island to get?
Who's your man on the inside?
Who's
right. So we work with Great Northern Distillery in Dundalk. They are basically the MGP of Irish whiskey.
Love it. All right, fair play.
Yeah.
All right.
we get a lot.
You
We
just
get a
import
lot of.
that directly. Right?
Sorry,
So,
Michael.
Like, there's no further aging of their product when you blend.
Correct.
You
Not
blend,
with this bottle at
age
least.
again, or you go straight to bottle.
We go straight to we bring it here, we blend it, and then go straight to bottle.
Okay.
We do
So
have some finishes that will go into new barrels, used rye barrels, maple syrup barrels, Surly Darkness stout barrels, all sorts of things.
Yeah, it
But
wouldn't be
for
Irish and American unless you had some American whiskey in there. So
the American
Yeah.
whiskey that you're
makes sense.
starting with, is that the 4-year? Is that the 4-year American that we tried in the other one, or is that a
it's
different?
not, because
Okay.
this is what came out first, right?
Okay.
Oh,
We,
right.
we were able to we release this in 2021.
Okay.
So this is made with those 2 Irish whiskeys from Great Northern, and 43% is American rye from MGP. So it's a 4-year.
How long was this?
95
From
hop.
MGP. All right. Are you still doing the MGP on this guy?
We are.
Okay. Are you working on making it your own?
We've discussed it. We've built up a lot of product so that we can. We just haven't made that jump yet.
So, but yeah, and again, because you guys are getting bigger and bigger, we'll talk about where you're available. And so, I mean, to keep up with production, you kind of might have to, right? So it's all part of the game. All right, so now, we have Irish whiskey and bourbon blend, and then the cast strength monster will be after that.
Yes. So this one, the label is a little bit more clear as to what's in it.
All right.
It is the same 2 Irish whiskeys, Irish pot still, Irish grain, except with bourbon instead of rye. And everything's at a different ratio, right? For the first one, we really wanted to highlight how the Irish and rye could work together. You can taste all 3 whiskeys, but it is more of a savory whiskey. For the bourbon, we know how much bourbon drinkers love their bourbon, so we wanted that to be the highlight. When you're thinking about blending, you especially if you're doing 3 different whiskeys, you have your base component, which is going to be your predominant flavor. Then you have your supporting component, which is going to shift you in one direction or another, and then you have the nuance on top. Nuance is the Irish grain. In this in the Irish plus bourbon, the Irish pot still is going to be the that secondary supporting category, and then the bourbon is the main flavor.
All right, so this one, the Irish and American whiskey, my American rye whiskey blend, less legs on it, and it had that Irish color to it. This one is back to like the crazy legs.
Yeah, look at charred virgin oak.
But I can smell this from across the room. This has got an amazing nose to it.
Okay.
It almost like I can smell like a cream ale to it, almost like.
Oh,
nice.
yeah, I get that.
Mike Davis is our resident Maker's Mark snob.
I am.
So that's where that's his palate.
I'm here.
I'm all for it. But yeah, no, this is you can smell this across the from across the room. Keep it away from children because they're gonna think it's cotton candy.
We gotta keep you away from children. I mean, I'm not allowed.
Cleared up, sir. That was cleared up.
I'm not allowed within 60 feet of an old folks' home. So
why, August?
Different podcast.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
There is. I wouldn't call it sweet, but there is a candy. There's not. It's a candied something. It's not sweet, but it's candied.
There's a nut in there somewhere.
And Mike's over there. And again, Mike, we invited the federal marshals to the podcast for the tasting. They're not here for anything else but for the tasting.
What are some of the sweeter nuts that are out there? Because you got.
Excuse me.
Well, this is.
Matt, do you want me to answer that question?
Am I crazy to think that this is a lighter taste to it than the rye one?
Okay, legumes is that about honey nuts?
It's brighter. It's not because I said it's not sweet, but
No, it's not sweet.
but it's brighter. I think it's brighter than the rye one. Yes.
Because
the rye one had a little bit on the edge of spicy. This is not a spice.
No.
But I get after a sip, I wasn't getting any barrel. But after a sip and then a smell again, I'm getting barrel. I'm getting the oaky char barrel.
You getting any chocolate at all?
Yeah, a little bit. All right.
A little bit of chocolate.
Is this thing on?
Okay.
What's the proof?
Oh, they are.
No,
So things are acting up.
Yeah.
This is at 92 proof.
Yeah.
92.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's 92 proof.
And as the sips continue, more complexity comes through.
Yeah, this grows on you.
Yeah, there's more.
For
There's
sure.
every time you hit it, there's
And there's something
another-
on the front end. It's like it's a delay until you get the kick. I don't know quite how to describe it. But
Yeah.
It's got a warmth. to it.
So
it's
yeah.
Like a warmth.
All right,
I
Kate.
was thinking more like Jamie. Like there's a sweetness up front.
Yeah. Kate. All right.
Yeah.
Fix this. What do we need to know about this one?
So, I mean, yes, the sweetness right off, like right at the tip of your mouth. Absolutely. That's a lot of that like Irish grain coming through, that sweet corn that plays so well with the bourbon. The Irish pot still does a really good job changing where the alcohol actually hits your palate. So rather than right up in front, it kind of pushes the heat back and is more like a warming rather than like a classic whiskey heat.
Good,
Almost.
because I thought I was having a heart attack. So great. Good.
No, it is by design.
Yeah, there's a really nice warmth after a few seconds of waiting, and just kind of setting it aside and just let it do its thing. That warmth just sits around your palate.
In full disclosure, we did not tell Kate that David over there is a hypnotist.
No, you
a
did not
professional
say I was
hypnotist.
a hypnotist.
Is that he is.
How do you
His
know
podcast
how
is
do
the
you know
Motor
she's
City
not
hypnotist.
hypnotized already?
Well, I
That's
think
the
that
question.
maybe Mike next to you might be.
She might be.
He might be. It's not a weekend.
Are you
Wow.
barking?
All right.
Oh man, I love the Irish plus bourbon because I am a bourbon girl.
Yeah, it's like
You
a
know, when
jam.
I was-
It's like a dream to make those.
It is.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
so-
blend them.
Like my favorite whiskey that I work with is typically the wheated bourbon that we made at Old Elk. So, like you said, you're a maker's fan.
Had a bottle of Redemption weeded the other day that did not last
This
long.
guy's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's 51% corn, 45% wheat, 4% malted barley, and it is beautiful. So I love bourbon. I love rye, but bourbon is definitely like my sweet point.
Yeah, I'm coming into the weeded bourbons, and I'm all the other. There's a lot of cheat codes out there. All these sherry cask aged and wine barrel aged, and they're making them more drinkable to the non-bourbon drinker.
Mhm.
I find the weededs to be really great to drink. This is my
Yeah,
that's my latest kick. It's I go through phases.
The wheat gives it a really creamy texture, and
Sure.
it's just it's
Yeah.
chef's kiss delicious. But so I was really excited that we were going to do an Irish plus bourbon and that we were going to highlight the bourbon flavor. And so we started with just trying a bunch of different bourbons because, as you all know, there's high rye bourbons, high wheat bourbons,
Yeah.
crazy high corn bourbon. There's such a variety. You just have to be 51% corn. The
Right.
rest is up to whatever.
And so your bourbon is coming. Is your bourbon coming from NGP?
Mhm,
Okay.
it is.
All right.
That's the Indiana place.
For now.
Yeah, For now, again, that's
For now.
yeah. Again, you're a younger project. I mean,
We are.
it's like until you're 10 years out as a distillery with barrels that have been resting for 5, 6, 10 years.
Yeah, terrible. You're a terrible cork popper.
Matt didn't get the pop.
No, it's
No.
twice in a row. He's fired. That's twice. You're fucking fired. No, I'm kidding. That language. It's not a kid show.
I know. Holy smokes, right?
My mom's watching.
There it is.
There we go.
Fresh
You really
crack.
have mastered that. Good
That's how
job.
you do it, buddy.
Fresh crack. All right.
But it, so getting to taste all the different bourbons and then start blending and actually having my hand in the blend was really cool because one day it was, Brian Nation, David Perkins, and myself sitting in the lab. We had figured out what bourbon we wanted to use.
Sitting amongst legends, getting schnickered unintentionally.
Mad scientist in the
Yeah.
lab.
Yeah.
I love it.
Did you fangirl out, Kate?
No, she's an equal now. She's an equal.
No, not at all. I
I
would have fangirled out.
No, I love it. You're the chick in the room holding her own. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Good on you.
And so
We're getting drunk now, so she's not drinking like we are. We're talking too much.
Yeah.
Oh,
Finish
sorry.
what
Let
you
me
were saying
just.
before I got stupid and interrupted you, dear. I'm sorry.
Please.
You're good. No, I mean it's really cool to be able to sit with those guys. And I mean, having worked with Greg Metz, you know, when I told people that I was headed to O'Shaughnessy to work with Brian Nation, they're like, you realize that when you're done with this, like you've worked with two of the world's best master distillers, right? It's like, oh, thank you. I like to surround myself with legendary people.
You're a legend yourself.
You're getting there.
Right?
You're getting there. I mean, you're only 24 years old. You can't be a legend at 24.
Oh, good Lord. I'm not 24. I'm 34.
Work with the group.
Work
with the group.
Go with it.
I can't lie about that one.
You're the genius. You're the young genius in the room.
But no, I mean, I've been doing it for over
radio.
a decade. So,
Yes.
So Jamie is the proof why bartenders use jiggers when they're pouring their drinks, so that you have a certain amount to regulate what you're pouring. Holy
Irish ounce.
shit! You're gonna get into some shenanigans tonight.
Splitting the G in the wrong way, right? So it's like,
I am there with you. When I'm at an event, I say, sorry, I'm a distiller. I have a heavy hand.
Yeah, you have a heavy hand.
Might
I get
get
it.
trashed.
Plus, you want people to be drinking your product. I get that too.
Jamie taught me how to pour. See?
Yeah, see, Foxy's is deeper than mine.
That's what she said.
There you go. All right, so Irish plus bourbon cask strength. Are they the same whiskeys? Just a different. What's the difference?
Different proof.
Again,
So they are the same whiskeys. They're just at a different proof. I love this one.
So this one, the nose on this is fantastic.
Do tell why. Why do you love this one so much, Kate?
So
She's been joining all the way through. She's rocked it all the way through.
I'm too busy looking at you guys. I can barely.
She's,
I got an angle to the TV.
She's 1 for 1 here. That's
but she's 1 for 1 ounce.
Yes. Yeah,
and then Jamie Flanagan poured.
She's poured a little more gently than mine. Yes.
No, I love the Irish plus bourbon cask strength. It's 118 proof, but it does not sip like 118 proof.
No, it doesn't.
Proof? It's not like variable.
We add like the tiniest bit of water just to make sure that it's always at 118, but it is
it doesn't vary by bottle,
drop.
like some of the other.
It's pure Minneapolis tap water too, right?
We do reverse osmosis.
Okay.
Any unused water goes back to the Mississippi.
There you go.
But here's the thing: like Metro Detroit area in the Midwest, there's the water in the Midwest. There's a thing, right?
Because we have this thing called lakes and fresh water, so we're really good at water here.
You go other places in the country, and it's like, oh my God, what? And you're like you go to grab a thing out of the sink, and people are like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Do not drink that.
And you're like, this is gorgeous at home.
Like, did we drink this out of the garden hose in Detroit?
I know.
It's better than when you got here and
just too far
Kansas City. Or...
Right. So and that's another thing about this being a Midwest thing. It's like we're kindred spirits for sure. All right, so a little bit more about the it's just a little more gas in the same same whiskey blends.
Yep, same 3 whiskeys go into it, same proportion. So when you add water to alcohol, it's an exothermic reaction. So you can actually burn off some flavor profiles.
Big words.
By having, I know, hunters.
Does that?
Thanks, Smarty Pants in the corner.
Does that impact the flux capacitor at all?
Oh my God, it does.
All right.
Nice. I thought so.
So I love it at cask strength because you don't lose anything.
Right.
Sometimes I feel like the Irish plus bourbon at the 92 proof, there's a little bit of break in flavor profile that I like as you sip it that I don't get off of the cask strength version.
I mean, I liked the other one until I had this one. Now the other one stinks.
This one is fantastic.
No, it does not stink. It's just two different worlds. And
my tongue a little,
this is what happened in your tongue over there, Mike Davis?
A little sharp on my tongue.
Well, hey, Dave, you met Mike?
Because because
we're friends now.
Yeah,
I'm a marathon drinker. I couldn't marathon.
No, you can't marathon anything.
This is like the Goodnight Gracie.
This is not a morning cocktail.
Do not wake up at 9 a.m. and have a snort of this with your cigarette.
I believe it's a dram, you cokehead.
Do that.
Well, you obviously haven't been to the distillery on St. Patty's Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, they do call it a snort too. I'm just being me.
So part of me wishes that we had started with this, Kate.
No,
Oh, no, it's not part of you.
I'm glad we're,
All of
I'm
you.
glad we're
You said
finishing
you
on
walked in
this.
the door.
This is the
This
We had to
is the
beat
grand
you-
finale.
We had to beat you
Yeah.
off that bottle as soon as you sat down.
I mean, the way
Did
this
ya?
has got a lot of-
Yeah,
the glass
fair play.
is streaming with the. I mean, this
Oh.
one's got a lot of oil. Does the oil make a difference in alcohol content?
No, but it'll make a difference in how that alcohol is perceived.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So-
true.
How it hangs
You're right.
in,
Yep.
how it coats,
Yeah.
soothes and relieves.
So you're going to give me the answer that like however you want to drink it, but are people putting a little bit of water in this, or are they putting cubes in this one more than the others, right? Because it's cast strength,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just because it's higher proof.
Yeah, I think that's
Um,
make it like
I mean,
really, really good.
I
when
would
put it
open
on
it
the
up.
rock.
Everyone likes to drink differently,
Yes.
right? I love this neat. I can
Me,
sip on this neat and be a
I'm
happy
a
camper.
neat. I don't put ice in any
I don't
of
know,
my
I got-
whiskey.
I've got a school bus
I just
full of
don't,
like
but-
kindergarten children. That I got to go drive home. Oh shit! There's a parking lot. They're getting mad.
The colder that things are, the less you can taste.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's
I-
true too. That goes with
I
beer.
love
too.
getting to taste it,
That's why
right
they
out of the
filter
barrel if possible.
the Jägermeister through the Sub-Zero dispenser, so you can't taste that horse
Well,
manure.
who was the rep we had on? Was it the old Forester guy who said like, here's your dropper of water? He's like, here's 2 drops of water. Watch the action in the glass, and
Hey, but
he
you
was
can
giving
actually
us
you
all
can
You
see
can,
it.
Sure,
you can
because
see
it opens it up and it changes everything on the nose, and I'm like,
Okay.
okay.
I mean, it,
Exothermic reaction.
That's it.
it will change it.
She's
will.
pathetic.
Um,
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
That's different.
I mean, it will change things.
I did.
However, like it is really cool if you happen to go to the store and pick up a bottle of Everclear,
Have
put
some
it
the
in a
basement
glass,
where it belongs.
put it in a
Yeah,
glass
we
and add water to it.
Yeah, we can't get that here. We have to go to another state to get that.
Everclear. All right. Everclear, add water. Okay. Yes.
But if you feel the glass, you will feel the heat created
Oh wow.
by proofing that down.
Has anyone
by
got a
adding
leftover
water.
COVID thermometer, like one of those digital gun ones, and we can watch it happen?
There you go. There you
There's
go.
one in here.
I mean, that's why I introduced Old Elk to the slow cut method, which I think they still do today. Is because it will drastically change flavor profile. So,
The more you know.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, so Kate, Keeper's Heart, we're here in Metro Detroit, and you guys are one of the key sponsors. August, please, for the Motor City Irish Festival coming up in the summertime, and it's awesome that you guys do that. I'm a big Irish music freak, and
I'm leaving you alone. I did my one
Launch
freak
it, I
out.
know.
I'll let you go.
I launched the music station, just because I love the Irish music, and you guys sponsor that, and that's like so.
Because you got old and decided you want. Never mind.
So cool.
Simmer.
DJ and
I
this
know. I
weekend.
know.
At
You're
the-
goading me to say
the
something. and what am I
CD.
gonna do?
You sure
All
that
right,
wasn't
but,
180 proof?
Thank you so much for sponsoring the Motor City Irish Fest.
Yeah.
And now I lost where I was going because we got to do
because we were going to talk about my Irish radio.
Yeah, no, we weren't gonna. talk
No,
about
but
mine.
you're. This is why. That's the connection. That's why this is here.
So yeah, so it's
Awesome.
so when I got introduced to it, are you where? That's where are you available?
Where are you available? Is where you're
That's
going.
where
yeah.
I was going.
My fault.
Because you're a big
Where can we
sponsor.
find you?
But I
Like just
actually-
in Michigan? Oh god.
I saw you on the shelf, but at more independent stores, in
Mhm.
Michigan, and not the big boxes. So where are you guys available, and how can people find you?
I was not prepared for this question. I don't
fair
know.
play. All right. So your website, does your website have a location?
The
Yeah, do you have
website
that
does
location
have a location finder, so you
All right, fair
can,
play.
enter in your zip code. Ultimately,
What do you put in
with
there?
All right, you're going back.
That's right.
Yeah, what were you
The big
doing?
dog.
The best.
Big
the,
dog.
The one we're
Favorite.
drinking right now. Yes.
Big
I told you
dog.
it's
She
my
got to
favorite.
put up with us. She needs
Casker. She's
she
a
needs cast
casker.
strength to put up with us.
I know.
But no, so the website does have the store finder, so you can find us there.
Perfect.
Michigan, with it being a control state, stores get to choose everything. So
Yeah.
ultimately, your store will have access to Keeper's Heart, so you can go in and request it, and the store
Tell
can
our
buy it
tell our
for you.
favorite people to put a couple bottles on the shelf.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah.
the store up here on the corner has it.
No shit.
Yeah.
Caicos?
No.
No.
Oh.
That
Yeah,
little dog on the corner there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
No,
little
no,
guy.
not the little one. No.
Oh, the big one around there. Yeah.
Between here and Keiko's.
Yes.
But yeah, so it's nice to see you, but I've seen you on more independent shelves than on the big box shelves. I don't know if they're in Total Wine, which is the big. We got Total Wine here in Michigan, and they're like the big box. They're the Costco of bourbons. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Owe me a Coke, slug bug.
Yeah, fair play. All right, so Kate, you sent us. You guys were super generous to send us. Thank you
so much.
Thank you. These were 4 expressions. What other whiskey and bourbon expressions are on the future, on the horizon? What's going on?
Yeah, so I mean, our self-distilled stuff is what we're extremely excited to release. You know, our American pot still was just the first kind of our trilogy. I talked about, you know, how big of a bitch rye is to make, and that's the next one coming out. So it turns 4 later this year.
And for you to call it a bitch, that says something.
There you go.
Trust, yeah.
Right on.
It's rye. The grain is tough to mill. It's foamy. It's a pain in the ass when you're brewing it, fermenting it, distilling it. So,
are you fermenting, or are you kind of covered, or how's your situation?
So they're covered. With rye in particular, you've got to be really careful with fermentation because it is very easy for it to foam over. Yeah. And we had that happen multiple times. So, get a call from our tours manager who's getting ready for a big day, like special event day, and saying, the fermenter is foaming over. What do I do?
Then you should call my people and call it a foam party.
Oh, my people. That's a gay joke.
I love it.
All right.
Let me know next time.
Wayne has been surprisingly quiet. Wayne, what's your take on the Keeper's Heart? What's your take overall? Which was your out of the 4? Where would you go?
Historically,
which one's gonna go home with you?
Yeah, historically, Wayne is a rum drinker.
Much more of a rum drinker.
Fair play.
I really like the Irish and rye.
All right, the first one, the Irish
and
American rye.
Second one.
Yeah,
second American.
Yep. Right on.
Yep.
I am
I like it.
all in on the American pot still.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't taste like the shitty Jameson.
Right.
I just like it.
I'm on both ends of the scale. I'm that one, and then the cat. I'm
not even going to use the cask. It doesn't belong in the category. It
Really?
knows it. It knows it's better.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
I
that's
was about to say
Brad
what?
Pitt, who's the next handsome guy besides Brad Pitt in the room. That's
Gotcha.
Often me. But, it's,
Fair enough.
Well, I'm glad that you say the American pot still. The triple pot distilled rye is going to be great. It's 100%, 100% rye, which is extra hard. Wow. Had to call old boss Greg. Thank you. And
you deserved a bell for that.
Yep. I did.
We're 12.
I know.
And Larry Ebersol, who was master distiller of MGP before Greg was, to kind of check ourselves with rye, because Brian didn't have a ton of experience with rye whiskey. So we checked in with those two. And we were doing it both on the pot stills and the column. And Larry Ebersol told me that the rye that was coming off our column was better than the rye coming off of the column at MGP, which was like,
wow.
Huge compliment.
Pat yourself.
It's a different kind of bell.
So excited about that. And then we did a triple pot distilled bourbon too, so that we were hitting kind of the 3 big categories. We did a high rye bourbon, and then we did a small campaign of a wheated bourbon for me.
You guys are just checking. You're checking all the boxes.
Is there? Do you guys have tours of your distillery?
Can people come?
We do.
Going over during the tourists. Yeah.
We do have a tour. And it's been so cool because, like, at one point in 2023, we were running that place 24 hours, 5.5 days a week. So we started Monday morning at 7 a.m. and we finished Saturday evening whenever cleaning was done.
A lot of Irish ducats.
Ride it hard, put it away wet.
So we were able to do a lot of different mash bills. So we have the American pot still, we have the rye pot still, the rye column. We did 100% malted rye for both of those. We did a high rye bourbon, a wheated bourbon, a wheat whiskey, a single malt.
Check.
Because we were running so much, it was easy to just go bang, 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 bang. Because of the state of the industry, we have slowed down a bit, but it's nice because it's allowed the whiskey to really start aging and getting this American pot still in a bottle and on the shelf has been so great, because so many distillers will distill something and then leave before it comes to market. So it's nice to actually be here for the release.
In your personal opinion, Kate, because we talk about peaks and valleys, everything is coming up and it's really, really popular, and then you go down for a few years and then it comes back up. Where do you feel we are in that conundrum? Are we going down in a valley and we haven't quite gotten to the bottom yet? So it's going to start coming back up in the next 5 years or so, you think? What's
I think so. I mean, we are definitely in a valley. I think we are still going down. There's we are in the perfect storm of going against alcohol right now.
Yeah.
Build that bank. Yeah.
There's crazy
guess what's
business
gonna happen
going
in 5
on.
years? Boom. Yeah.
Are you like with tariffs and what have you? Is getting your Irish whiskey over here a challenge?
Yes.
Fair play.
Getting
all right.
glass is a challenge. Getting corks is a challenge.
Yeah.
Thank you for your honesty on that.
So the price points on these are pretty fair. I was at the store here in Michigan, and they're not exorbitantly priced. I mean, they're because I'm a cheap mofo, and
no, he ain't. His wife is.
I spend like,
and so's his husband.
I spend like a lunatic. But you got 35, 39, 49, and then there's a 10-year single malt.
Mm-hmm.
That's all
finished in Magalio wine casks. That's like up
around
75.
You do get fancy, don't you, girl? You get fancy.
They got fancy.
What? You get fancy.
But the 30, $35, $40 range.
I think the American pot still is at like $49.99.
$49.99, right?
The Irish plus American, I think, is that like $35.
Yeah.
Well, you got to look at Michigan has their state minimums, and everyone we're a different kind of rule. Yeah, I get it.
You're a different kind of rule. Y'all charge $12 a case to move it.
Trust me, I know.
Oh, Michigan, right there. Yeah, Michigan.
We had to do a special bottling in 12-pack cases for Michigan.
Oh, right on.
Because they have the like $12 per case fee for moving it. So given our cast strength has been moving more than our other products lately. So
you don't say.
That one's actually not in a 12-pack, it's in a 6-pack, but
wow.
There you go.
Oh well.
All right, Kate. What else do we need to know about Keeper's Heart? Did we do okay?
Did we do okay? Yeah. I think we did.
Right,
I mean,
so it's keepersheartwhiskey.com is the website. Yes, right. All right. Keeper's Heart Whiskey. There's an S in there. Mm-hmm. It's got that Midwest S in there.
Oh, you can also go to osdistilling.com and that'll take you to the distillery itself website. So you can do tours and reservations and whatnot there.
I like that August is putting the stoppers in them, so I stopped. Ain't no stopper stopping me, brother.
I get it. You're going right back at that cask strength in a hot second. I get it.
Yeah.
And if y'all are ever in Minneapolis, come see us. We're right next to Surly Brewing, which is like the second most visited spot in the state behind Mall of America.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
It's a
time the ride back phone's
facility.
over, call Mike.
Yes.
He'll bring the boys out.
What are you guys doing this weekend?
Right?
Disco ball.
For the phone.
We've got great food, great whiskeys. You can do a flight of some cask finish stuff, or a component tasting. So if you want to dive into the Irish plus bourbon and taste the 3 whiskeys that go into that, you can.
Nice.
And you've got the view of the 3 beautiful copper pot stills behind you.
I'm going to go slightly off topic now.
naturals in the
Yeah.
final.
Right.
Mike's sorry, what's up, Mike? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that would be a fun tasting of having like the three.
The raw distillates.
And
Yeah.
then the fourth is like.
Mhm.
This is the finished thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's honestly an incredible education tool.
Oh, fun.
Because you rarely get an Irish grain whiskey by itself on the market.
All right.
You know,
So-
most Irish whiskey is a blend between Irish pot still and Irish grain.
Mm-hmm.
So to taste those truly individually, and
That's
then
a treat.
taste the blend, then you can get an idea of what each flavor you're tasting in the blend is coming from.
Nice.
So I've been in Minneapolis once for a conference, and there's one thing that everyone has to do, and that's jump next to the Mary Tyler Moore statue. You have to do that. You have to jump and throw your head up in the air. It's required.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We're
6,
gonna
7.
make it after all. And that's Laverne show. That's Milwaukee.
That's Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh my
Milwaukee
God.
my Minneapolis.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Wrong city.
Sorry.
And then there's a
That's
bar that claims to be the #1 Jameson selling bar in the world. There.
Really?
And or it must be in the country. And it was in Minneapolis.
All
It had Jameson all over the walls, and it had a phone booth
Okay.
that I made out with a lesbian in.
Okay.
And that's why I'll
All
always
right.
remember my trip to
That
Minneapolis.
took a.
Wow, that's talk about
Yeah.
off topic.
You're
I
talking
was not expecting that one.
Well, she's now a state representative. So
That escalated quickly.
Boy, that really got out of hand fast.
and that's my trip to Minneapolis to an LGBT civil rights conference.
All right,
I
my
think-
favorite.
Kate's head just went.
Yeah.
Because now I know exactly what you're talking about. Well, I think I know who you're talking about.
Da, like this in the background. What the fuck is it with you?
I love it. We are a very queer city, so
Yeah,
it
Peter
makes sense.
Himmelman is my
Amen.
favorite artist. Well, besides Prince, Peter Himmelman, my favorite artist.
Oh,
Anyhow,
nobody
little
knows what that
side
means.
note: I was in Minneapolis airport on a layover when Prince passed.
Oh, 10 years
Yeah,
ago.
what was he
No,
wearing?
when he passed, when he
Oh.
died.
Oh,
was he
I
wearing?
thought he walked by you.
No.
It was like
He was wearing something purple.
bathrobe and bunny slippers, apparently. All right. Oh, that's all right. Kate, I don't know where this went.
It went cask strength is where it went.
That's
kids.
right. That last bottle did us in. I
Kate,
think.
thank you.
Yes, thank you, Kate, for putting up with us and being here.
Of course.
Spending
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You are welcome back anytime, Kate.
Yeah, and
Thank
you
you.
know, if you guys like, there's like some of these crazy, interesting expressions.
Yeah.
If you would like to
Crazy.
you know,
That's your
You
mad
can't use those
scientist
words.
blender
I
thing
love
going on.
it. But yeah, if you ever want to come back and chat it up, we're happy to have you.
Yeah, you launched something new in Michigan. Please come and
Please.
put up with us again.
Yes.
Yeah.
We would love it.
Absolutely. That sounds great, guys.
Thanks
So-
for not I should be watching a Timberwolves game right now, right? Isn't that a
Sure.
big deal? Pistons are on here, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
like,
thank you.
subscribe.
Yeah.
All right, leave a comment, tell a friend, and that's Matt Fox.
That's Jamie Flanagan. I'm sorry. That's August Kitchen. The cast strength is kicking.
Wayne's here.
Wayne's here.
Wayne's World.
Wayne.
Party time. Super slow-mo. Super zoom.
Mike Davis is right over there as well.
that's
Yeah,
right.
right here.
And then-
No, we have our room.
And David Wright, the Motor City hypnotist, whose podcast is coming up in like 2 minutes. So
That's it.
stick
That's
around.
it. Stick
When we
around.
get all this,
Absolutely.
gotta get all this whiskey
Yes.
off the table first.
It's Motor City Hypnotist podcast coming up.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, we'll
Thank
see
you,
you all
Kate.
again very, very soon. Cheers.
Cheers.
Everybody, good job.
Chink, chink, chink.
Oh, yeah.